Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today, especially my new viewers and new subscribers. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. I'm a 58-year-old American who grew tired of the rat race and decided to move to the Philippines in search of a new life. Well, I found that new life, and I want to share with you my boots on the ground experiences the only way I know how. It's by giving you the nitty-gritty. This is exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. Welcome. I'm coming to you from beautiful San Carlos City, Negros Occidental, smack dab in the middle of the Philippines. It's a rainy Thursday morning. It's about 6:20 a.m. I got up early, feeling good today. And the subject of my vlog today is Metro Manila ready to reopen? This isn't clickbait. And you're gonna see once I get finished that, they're seriously considering reopening Manila, and it's a big deal. It's some of the best news I've heard since the lockdowns. But Metro Manila, if you don't know, it's the political and business hub of the Philippines. It's been under some form of lockdown since March of 2020. And in 2 of those months, it was completely shut down. No movement at all. So imagine if New York City, Paris, London, maybe even Toronto were locked down completely, the impact that it would have on its citizens. And then you'll get an idea of what's going on over here. Let me give you a little context. Good morning. On this story, on this vlog. Metro Manila accounts for 60% of the gross domestic product in the Philippines. So 60% of all the goods and services produced in the Philippines are produced up in Metro Manila. But there's something else called the GRDP, and that's the value of those goods and services produced. In 2019, pre-pandemic, in the NCR region, which includes Manila, that accounted for 6.2 trillion pesos, a 7% increase, faster than the GRDP for the entire country, which for that particular year was 6.1%. At one time, Metro Manila residents earned 3 times more than the average Filipino. I mean, you're talking about booming. The economy was really booming up there at that time. But since the lockdowns, over 1 trillion in income has been lost up there in that region. The average citizen up there has had his salary slashed by about 11%. And the COVID restrictions have crippled the economy, and seen the rise in hunger, the rise in poverty. I mean, you just can't debate that. Now, Ryan Buntuck. So when I opened up the Manila Times today and I read where the chairman of the Metropolitan Development Corporation or Authority said that Metro Manila is ready to transition to MGCQ, it gave me a sigh of relief. If you don't know what MGCQ is, it's the lowest level of quarantine here in the Philippines. They have 4 levels. ECQ, Enhanced Community Quarantine, being the strictest, and MGCQ being the most relaxed. It's going to be the new normal in the Philippines. Now, of course, he's a very important individual, but he's not part of the IATF. So this is just his recommendation. He says he's going to get with the mayors and chief executives of this city to prepare a plan and also to take precautions for the transition, and also to protect the citizens against the COVID-19 Delta variant. Now, according to the Department of Health, there's 17 of those cases in the country. He says that's the only thing that they have to do, and then Metro Manila will be ready to transition. Now, see why this is important, because see, if they go back to the new normal, it's going to stimulate economic growth. I promise you guys. It's going to reopen that tourism, that domestic tourism industry up there, which is very, very big. Good morning, man. Buntag. It's going to, address the hunger, the poverty, the unemployment that has ravaged Metro Manila. You're talking about 25% of the population lives in that region. Reopening Metro Manila is going to be like reopening the Philippines economy. It's really, really big news. People can go back to work. The tourism industry again can resume. Now, under the new normal, now of course this is predicated on people continuing to follow the healthcare protocols set down by the government. All people are allowed out of their homes. Now, under GCQ, MECQ, ECQ, people under 18 are not allowed outside of their homes. People over 65 are not allowed outside their homes. And then people who are vulnerable to the virus are not allowed outside their homes. Now, they'll be allowed out now. But of course, if you're vulnerable to the virus, you're encouraged to stay home. This is big, okay? Public gatherings, which makes the Philippines. Concerts, movie theaters, religious activities, etc., are going to be open again at 50% capacity. Work in all sectors, 100%. Replace all the lost jobs, that's has been a result of the COVID restrictions. Public transportation to get people back and forth to their jobs. It's going to be able to operate again, provided, they follow the protocols and everything. Individual and group outdoor activities. See, the Philippines, people don't realize it, is a fitness haven over here, especially because of the weather. They have beautiful weather here, so golfing, tennis, swimming. It's big, man. All that's going to be reopened again. Public and private construction, which, remember the economy was booming pre-pandemic. And the construction industry had a lot to do with that. Manufacturing, energy, all of that's going to be able to operate at 100%. Barbershops, beauty salons. Because let's face it, Filipinos, they're very vain. They like to look good. They like to smell good. They like to use the filter on Facebook. If you don't think I'm playing, go and take a look at it. But see, reopening Metro Manila, man, will go a long way in reopening the Philippine economy and also reopening the domestic tourism industry, which is the backbone of the industry. But let me take it a step further. Reopening Metro Manila is going to go a long way in reopening international tourism. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I really, really appreciate it. This isn't clickbait. This is something that's right in the forefront because they're under GCQ now, and the next step is MGCQ. So if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, I hope you find somebody to help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, like I said, it's about 6:30 a.m. on a beautiful Thursday morning. There's no excuse why we shouldn't intentionally go out and find somebody to help over here. I don't care if it's a foreigner or a Filipino. If they need our help, we should be there to help them. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. I want to show y'all these mountains, man. Look in the background. You see these mountains. Every day, it's not a day goes by that I don't come out and look at these mountains from one view or not. I mean, San Carlos City is surrounded by some of the most beautiful mountain ranges probably in all the world. Definitely the Philippines. There's a nice, beautiful house that's under construction. Let me show you this house because I want y'all to get an idea, a different idea of the Philippines than what you're shown on the Western media. They're talking about poverty. Man, this is one of the most beautiful houses. This is, in my opinion, the most beautiful house in this subdivision. It's newly constructed, and I'm gonna tell you something. They don't spare any expense when they build houses over here. Now the house I'm getting ready to build, it's not gonna be anything like that, but it's gonna be my palace nonetheless. It's gonna be about 560 square foot. And you're gonna say, man, that's tiny. Well, maybe in your country it's tiny, but over here, it's the typical construction of a Filipino house. And you gotta understand, guys, I'm not working over here. I mean, people always on my case all the time, well, you should build bigger. Well, if I had the money, I would. I'm just trying to build a house that's within my budget. I mean, just for me to put a brick in the ground, man, is a dream come true over here. You're talking about a new outlook on life, man. I mean, there's no 30-year mortgage gonna be associated with this. It's gonna be that Filipino mortgage. We're just gonna work until our money runs out, save up some more money, work again until it's finished, guys. So thank you so much. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.